Hey guys, it's Cheeks. So Drakantos just put out a pretty significant update in their Discord. I've made two videos about this game now, and I'm really excited for it. But when their most recent beta test had wrapped up, the big criticism that was levied at the game was how the movement felt and the overall cooldowns feeling kind of just slow, the movement feeling a bit sluggish due to the tile-based system, your character not really snapping into place and doing what you wanted it to do. They put out that they were going to be fixing this and they were taking all the feedback in. So they were going to be fixing the movement. But one major obstacle was the tile based movement. So they just recently put a update in their Discord and it is significant. They say, "Hey guys, so lots of feedback on the tile based movement. We're reworking it entirely so the tiles are gone." So not only are they going to make it so your character snaps a lot more quickly, but they just outright remove the tile based system on the back end. The input lag was caused by needing to reach a tile. So that has vanished completely, making movement just smoother and more fluid in general. So they say here that it's going to affect the core of the game and it's going to take time to rework the spell areas, item collisions, and more. But the early tests are showing a big improvement. They also are working intensively on the mouse and keyboard controls because that was another point of feedback. And actually, they did announce, I don't know if I covered this in a video, but they did announce that they're going to be removing body blocking, I think just between characters. But they put a little screen video here. So this is the new movement. I'm going to go ahead and just stick a snippet from my last stream in here, but it is a substantial improvement. This feels much snappier. This change, coupled with the planned improvements to mouse and keyboard, where you're actually able to move freely and aim with your mouse and keyboard, and the removal of body blocking, you'll no longer be blocked by your allies or your pet summons for those who did play summoning classes, along with the early progression being sped up a bit so that skills can unlock earlier. You'll have more buttons to press earlier on. I think are gonna really push this game forward. The one thing that I haven't seen anything about, which I still do believe would be a pretty good improvement to the game, is just a removal of the cooldown on the basic attack and maybe a reduction in damage to make up for that. But the movement looks great. This kind of shows me that Drakantos Studio Wingyan can really just step up and meet player expectations. They completely fixed all issues that people had down to a T with the movement, which really was the only thing holding it back. In my opinion, there was everything else about the game was killer. So I'm really excited about this update. There's not a lot to say here, but I did think that this was significant enough that I just wanted to put something out about it on my YouTube to let people know that, yeah, that big criticism point has been corrected honestly above my expectations. I just wanted them to make it snappier on the tile. They said, no. We're going to outright just remove the tiles. So yeah, really excited to see where this game goes. I'll be keeping an eye on the Discord and Steam page to see if there's any further updates and see if we can get any clarification on the release date. Based on what they said in that Discord message, I do think that this will probably remove the or not remove, but push back the release date to a certain degree just because they're stressing that this completely revamps how all of the different mechanics in the game works. But I think it's worth it, and I do think that this will go a long way towards helping this game just reach a larger audience. I think this is going to be a big improvement in the overall gameplay feel. So yeah, that's all for me, guys. I'm super stoked about this. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.